Hi guys, welcome back on board of the Crypto Cruiser. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about, of course, a Litecoin, and of course we're going to talk some chart analysis, like Litecoin compared to USD and Litecoin compared to the Bitcoin chart, and of course we're also going to talk about what Litecoin is all about, what makes Litecoin unique, and some fundamentals. But before we start talking about Litecoin, let's just look at the chart of Bitcoin and how I was able to predict absolutely every single move for Bitcoin since I launched my channel. So since I launched my channel, the prices were around 66,000, 65,000, and I've told you I anticipate a huge correction to start dropping down prices below 60,000, and then we're gonna have a final wash off, a shake off to basically shake off all the weak hands and drop prices below 50,000, and that's exactly what we did right here, right here. And also I've said that after that I anticipate a huge recovery, a bounce back, a V-shaped recovery, and testing price of around 65,000. That's what we did, the local top. From the period of 23rd of August till 6th of September, I posted over 20 warning videos telling you, and basically first I've told you from 65 to 57, 58, then to 55, 54, and then to drop down price of 52,000 perfectly. Retested 53, took out this bear trap at 57,000 and start hitting higher highs and higher lows for BTC. I mean, every single move, guys. That's why we're the crypto cruiser. That's why we're the crypto cruiser, and ought to navigate through the ups and downs. And basically, it doesn't matter if we're going up or we're going down. What matters is to be at the right time, at the right place. So in the process, we actually formed a triangle pattern. You can clearly see here, and we broke out on the 18th of September. We broke out on the upside, which is of course a bullish sign. We tested it once, and we tested it here twice. And on the 10th of October, I've told you, I anticipate a huge recovery because Bitcoin at the time was around 58,000. I anticipate huge recovery and start testing price of around 70,000 perfectly. And then I said from 70,000, I anticipate to actually test these local tops at 65 and 66,500. We turn them into support, and then we have the continuation of the trend on the upside. Of course, in the process, we formed a W formation, which is a bullish signal, and we hit almost all-time highs. Then I said I anticipate a pullback. That's what we had, pullback at price of around 69,000. Actually, we overextended. We went below 67,000, and but then I said, well, the chart pattern still stands and is still validated, and anticipate a huge bounce and start testing price of around 76, 77,000. Right now, what we having. The question is, what happens next? So, if I have to be fully transparent with you guys, I've told you once we hit 76, 77,000, I anticipate a huge correction that potentially it can lead us to prices below 60,000 for BTC, and yeah, around 59,500. That's my estimation by end of November or early December to start testing prices below 60,000. This is just my personal opinion. Of course, anything I say in this video is not a financial advice. Why? Well, because there's so much bullish momentum in this particular moment, and I've told you something like that is going to play out. Everyone's going to turn bullish, and their own mother, and that's exactly what's happening. Especially the 2 or 3 big YouTubers. I mean, they're not that big, but still they have fallen. They turn bullish, and once they turn bullish, I immediately become bearish. Of course, we have to see exactly how it's going to follow up, because you never short. In my personal opinion, I never short Bitcoin when it's hitting all-time highs. So I'd like to see just a little bit of a downward momentum, and of course, I mean, this upward trajectory is not gonna last forever, guys. At the end of the day, in my personal opinion, we're gonna have a pullback, and let's see. The other option, the other scenario is to actually test 76, 77,000. What we're doing now, have a pullback, but set up a higher low at price of around, let's say, below 70,000, let's say 69, 68. We're going to go to these prices and just consolidate between these prices of around 68,000, 68 and 72, 73,000, consolidate. and by 20th November, we have a huge upside momentum on the upside. We're just going to break out on the upside and start testing prices potentially over 80, 85,000 all for next month or potentially at the end of this month. I mean, both of these scenarios can potentially play out. So I don't want you to miss the bull market. And I'm telling you, and tell you 100%, I guarantee you we are having a correction, because anything I say in this video is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes. And before you do anything, do it diligence and make your own research, because as I have to repeat myself, this is not a financial advice. What I'm trying to tell you guys, most probably, my personal opinion, we are due for a correction. I mean, that's my base case scenario. There's so much bullish momentum right now. I think it will be healthy for the overall trend if we come back and test these prices of around 60,000. This is just my personal opinion. There's also another possibility. I don't want you to miss the bull cycle and we start hitting all-time highs and just go through the roof. Of course, that potentially can happen. So I just want you to be open-minded, be level-headed. But let's talk about Litecoin and what Litecoin is all about. Let's just talk about some fundamentals. If I have to compare with the metal markets, let's say Bitcoin is the gold standard, and Litecoin is the silver. Litecoin is a cryptocurrency that was designed to provide fast, secure, and low-cost payments by leveraging the unique properties of blockchain technology. But what makes truly Litecoin unique? Behind Bitcoin, Litecoin is the second most popular pure cryptocurrency. This success can be largely attributed to its simplicity and clear utility benefits. Litecoin has been there forever. Survived multiple bear markets. Every single bull market we're hitting an all-time high. So that's an indicator that perhaps and potentially we can hit an all-time high this bull cycle as well. Because if we look in the history, that's what happened every single time. Look at the market capitalization. Let's just look at the market capitalization. Every single time we're hitting a high and high low. But yeah, let's concentrate on the charts and see what Litecoin first compared to the USD and how potentially this whole thing can play out. Right now, I can clearly see here on the monthly chart we've been. So basically, we had an all-time high price at in May of 2021. We had $413. In 2017 December, we had a $370. So potentially pretty identical prices between the period of 2017 and 2021. So is it possible for us to go back and test this huge yearly resistance line? But before we do that, I think first we need to show some resistance. And of course, when we look at the downward trend line, we can clearly see as well that we're setting up higher lows, which is a bullish signal as well. Not only that, but what I'd like to see for Litecoin to actually start testing price of above $100 and potentially take out this local top, which we actually formed in April and March of 2024 at price of around $110. So that's what I want to see, and to quickly take out this local high from July to 2023 at $115. So I'd like to see to go above $120, break out of this huge monthly resistance line, we turn it to support, and then we have the continuation of the trend on the upside and start testing prices of around, which is here the another local top in November of 2021, a price of around 295. So my scenario, how potentially it can play out, once we snap above $120, we come back, test this huge resistance line, we turn into support and snap to price of around $300 at around pretty much. Then we're gonna form the right shoulder, and this can be potentially a huge reverse head and shoulders. Of course, that's a bullish signal, and potentially we can go and test this, as I've mentioned earlier, this huge yearly resistance line at price of around $460. And another thing, so we've tested it once here in 2017, we tested it twice here in May of 2021. So potentially if we go up and test it again, this is an indicator that we can break this huge yearly resistance line on the upside. And if we do that, we're going to have something called price discovery, and we can quickly, in my personal opinion, snap to prices of above $1,000 for Litecoin. Some of you, are very bullish, and they say, that's absolutely not possible happening. And I'm telling you, I mean, this is not a financial advice, of course, but potentially this can play out. You have to just understand. So let's see what's going to be the market cap if Litecoin goes to $1,000. So that'll be price of around. So right now at the time of recording is $70. So that'll be at price of around 12x multiply 5 billion, 5 billion and 200. So above. Between 60 and 70 billion. For You have to understand, the previous bull cycle in 2021, Dogecoin went above 100 billion, and I think Litecoin is more valuable a store of value. The way Bitcoin purpose is, Litecoin also has that same purpose, and I think Litecoin has a lot of potential as well. And I'm not saying it's gonna go and hit prices, market capitalization price of above 100 billion, but is it possible to hit 60 or 70 billion and to have a price for one LTC of around $1,000? Potentially, this can play out. Another thing, compared. Oh yeah, I almost forgot the BTC chart, Litecoin and BTC chart. This is it. A huge falling wedge, and if we snap out on the upside, that'll be at around 20x from here. It will be at $1,400. Potentially something like that can play out. Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you all for the support. Thank you for subscribing to it, for watching my content. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you want to get my crypto guidebook or my other book, The Art of Chart Analysis, over 70 pages filled with very useful information about this bull cycle, how to become a sophisticated trader, and also you can gain quite a lot of knowledge. I strongly recommend to subscribe to my Patreon. Plus, you're gonna get exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins with 50, 60x potential. And of course, that's not a financial advice. But yeah, it's totally up to you guys. Once again, thank you all for the support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And thank you all for the support. Goodbye.